Hello and welcome to Property Hotline on Magicbricks Now. You're watching a very special edition of the show today. This is a show that we've put together because you, our viewer, asked for it. We've been receiving a number of questions, number of phone calls on redevelopment from our viewers in Mumbai, which is why we are doing this show. On the show with us today is our legal expert, Uday Wavikar. Uday Wavikar is a Vice President of Consumer Court Bar Association, Maharashtra and Goa. He's also a very reputed redevelopment expert. In fact, he's fought hundreds of cases on redevelopment. Uday is joining us on the phone because he's caught up in Delhi traffic. He's on his way to our Noida studio. Uday, welcome to the show.
Hello, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you reach our studio fast.
Yeah, I'm already on the studio.
Okay.
But reaching there, I'm searching for service.
Yeah, while you're en route, why don't we just talk a bit about redevelopment? Now, this is a process that is, essentially fraught with a lot of confusion. People who live in buildings that are falling apart in Mumbai want to go in for redevelopment, but they're scared. The very thought of, giving away control over their homes to a builder scares them. They're worried whether they'll get it back, whether they'll get it back on time. Is it possible? Is there a legally sound way to go about this? Is it possible to safeguard buyer rights, the homeowner rights over here?
Yes, if you follow the guidelines of 79 of Cooperative Societies Act.
Yes, Uday?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Follow the guidelines of 79 of Cooperative Societies Act, and you appoint a project management consultancy which is required by the Act. The project management consultancy consists of the one lawyer, one architect, structural engineer, and also the chartered accountant.
Right.
So if they have this, all of them can together form a team and advise the society, and that is mandatory by the Act.
Right. Uday, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I think we've just got our first caller of the day on online. Motilal has joined us from Mumbai. Motilal, tell us what's your question?
Actually, I have listened one program. Actually, at the ending of the program, how can a society itself redevelop their property without builder? How can they develop by self-developing?
Right. Motilal, you want to go in for self-redevelopment. Is that what you want to ask?
Right.
Yeah, that is possible. Nowadays, the Mumbai District Cooperative Bank is giving the loan for self-redevelopment and guidance also. They can have expert guidance, but there are two things. One is they should have.
Uday, I think Motilal has a question over here. Let's just hear him out. Motilal, tell us what's your question.
Sir, my question is that we want to redevelop our self. We want to redevelop our society. We don't want any builder or something like that.
Right.
And what will be the benefit if we will develop self?
You want to know if the government gives you any special benefits if you redevelop the society on your own. Is that it? Motilal?
Hello.
Yeah, Uday, from what I understand, his question is basically that they want to go in for self-redevelopment. And is there any special benefits that homeowners get if they opt for self-redevelopment as opposed to signing a contract with a builder?
No. In the self-redevelopment, only thing is you have to appoint a contractor. The society themselves self-redevelops so that the profits do not go to the builder. He only is a contractor. He gets the construction rate, whereas the society can book the profit.
Okay, so you're saying that there is those specific benefits that they get, but there are financial benefits over the long term because
there are tremendous financial benefit, and getting cheated by builder is also avoided.
Right.
Secondly, all the new flat sellers' profit go to the people.
Right.
And that's a great benefit.
Okay. So essentially what Motilal, if you're listening in, what Uday is telling you here is that you will obviously there are benefits in the sense that you have complete control over the redevelopment process. However, it's not a very easy thing to do. Uday has reached our studio as we speak. Like I said, this is a special show that we're doing for you on redevelopment, for all those Mumbai viewers who keep sending us queries on redevelopment. With us is our guest Uday Wavikar, who's joined us from Noida. We have a caller on the phone. Harish Shah has joined us, I'm told. Harish?
Yeah.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. Tell us what's your question.
Yeah. See, my question is on this redevelopment. My property is going under redevelopment.
Okay.
And before signing all the documents with the builder, what type of precaution we should take from the builder end?
What precautions should they take before signing the dotted line, Uday?
Correct.
Correct. It's a very good question. The main thing is that before you sign the dotted line, you must follow the procedure of 79, appoint a PMC, analyze the builders, unka check up their due diligence, matlab wo builder ne kitne project, whatever projects they have completed, that has to be checked. After that, you have to check the agreement through a legal consultant, because there are two kinds of agreement. Number one is the development agreement.
Right.
Number two is the individual agreement which you have to sign, and you must insist on an individual agreement. Unless you have an individual agreement, the safety is not there. You will have to also check whether your flat number is proper, because allotment is done prior to the individual agreement.
Okay. So essentially, he needs to get two agreements. Go on. Go on, Uday.
Yes, yes. He has to take two agreement. One is development, another is individual. Individual, so that he will know exactly how many square feet flat he is getting.
Okay.
Plus, what is the location of the flat. Generally, there is the principle that is adopted is the first floor people go to second floor goes to third floor, or there are lots drawn by the society. So that this is a better than the lots. Otherwise, builders will give them in another building, and the new people get in a new building. So normally it is better to have one and mix up, so that the quality of construction is also good. Apart from that, the terms of the agreement must be approved by a property lawyer, proper property lawyer. Power of attorney also has to be checked correctly, and there has to be a termination clause properly defined. Time should be the essence of the contract. This is the most important in the redevelopment. So not only selection of a builder, but after selection of the builder, proper agreement with a proper termination clauses, and time being the essence of the contract, proper time defined, penalties defined, bank guarantee defined, because bank guarantee is also required for the construction. Suppose the builder lives in between, then what to do? So if there is a bank guarantee, certain construction cost can be helped through the bank guarantee.
Right, right. So Harish, that's essentially your checklist. But the most important thing here is go to a lawyer, get a legal consultant on this, spend that extra money, get a watertight agreement in place, and also ensure that there are different sets of agreements that you are signing. You need to sign one as a society with the developer, and one that the developer will sign with each individual society member, right? Right. Thank you so much, Harish, for calling in. Let's move on. Manubhai Parmar has written in on email. Now, Manubhai says, Uday, that a society has two buildings which are supposed to undergo redevelopment. They fixed on a builder for the same. Now, the proposed agreement between the members and the builders, he says, had watertight conditions. All the conditions were favorable. But the builder has incorporated conditions that were favorable to him over here. So, net, the result of this is that the progress on construction has been very slow. The agreement has been sent for adjudication to the government authorities. Now, he wants to know how can they expedite this process.
Actually, if he has the majority, it will be good. But if he is alone, and if the targets are given in the agreement, because generally the date of the possession is given in the agreement. Most of the builders, what they do is the fly-by-night operators, they say 18 months. In the 18 months, you can't do interior of the house where you will construct a building. So therefore, if it is given in the agreement, then he can go to consumer court and file a case against the builder to expedite the construction and getting the occupation certificate, and also impose certain penalties and compensation. Or alternate rent, if builder is giving good, but if the builder is not giving alternate rent, he can even ask the increase in the alternate rent, provided the agreement provides.
Uday,
all this he can do, and he can move definitely to consumer court.
Right. Uday, if there's too much delay.
Hello.
Yeah. Uday, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Don't worry.
So if there is too much delay, can the society opt for another builder?
The society can go for another builder, but then there has to be a termination clause. You have to terminate the contract of the builder and convey him that you have not followed the terms and condition, and there is a breach of condition of the agreement. If that breach is there, several judgments of High Court is you can terminate him. But after terminating, you must be ready with another alternative builder who will either settle that builder or or there can be a litigation, because the builder will go for litigation in terms of arbitration. So there will be little delay in the project, but you can terminate.
Right. So Manubhai, essentially that's your answer. You can go to the consumer court, and if there has been too much delay, then alternatively you can in fact terminate the contract of the builder and opt for another builder, but that could involve some litigation. Let's go to a viewer who's called us right now.
Kavita,
hello?
1 minute. Kavita.
Yes, Uday. Tell me quickly, because we have a caller on the
one
line.
more point. He has to have the majority.
Right. You have to have the majority. Okay, let's go to our caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Property Hotline. Tell us what's your question and tell us your name first.
Good evening. My name is Pandarinath Rajeshirke. I am residing at Mulund, Sri Guru Krupa Nagar, now Cooperative Housing Society. Yeah, my question is that in my society there is a 79A violation has been done by office bearer, MCM, PMC and deputy registrar by issuing a 79A certificate, where the first bidder was there, Mr. Bharat Jain of Sire Sukan, and he sold the project to other, forming a LLP on 15 June 2014. And where the second concrete Sire Sukan, and where second was not in the existence only, then also deputy registrar has given the certificate, 79A certificate, because the 79A certificate was given on June 20th, 2014. And
I understand, but Mr. Pandarinath, if you could help us with a question, because we have a lot of callers waiting to get online.
A violation by PMC, office bearer and deputy registrar.
Yeah, so you want to know what action you can take, right?
Pardon? Yeah.
Yeah. So what action can he take in terms of a 79A violation? Uday, can you quickly answer this question?
79A violation, he has to move the High Court. Now it is not the prerogative of Cooperative Court also. He has to file a case in the High Court and also involve all the parties concerned by a suit and ask for a stay on the redevelopment, or alternatively terminate the contract for violation of the law. But normally High Court also asks whether the majority, if the majority has passed the resolution and majority is with the new builder or the collaboration of the builder, one person cannot only rely on 79A and stop the redevelopment. The judgment of the High Court very clearly says that 79A in principle should be followed, not compulsory.
Right. So that's your answer there. You will need majority, you will need support of the majority if you really want to use 79A to, change the builder here, right? Hope you got your answer there. Let's move on. We have another question that's come in via email. Now, Mahesh Katkama has written into us. He says that his building is supposed to undergo redevelopment. He wants to know whether the agreement should be made according to tenant's demands or builder demands. And if it's according to the tenant's demands, what should the tenant ask for? If the developer doesn't deliver on time, he says, will I have an option to reject the developer? Now, in his case, Mahesh says that there are disputes among the tenants already. There are 7 developers who are partners who have approached them. Some of them are willing to develop, but the other residents I'm gathering over here haven't confirmed. So that's quite a complicated thing over here. But 7 developers, Uday, would you say that he should go ahead with this?
Yes. The option for him is he has to first get the agreement registered. If his agreement is registered, then option for him is against the builder who has registered the agreement, because unless he becomes the owner, he does not become a consumer, or he does not become even the flat owner. So
Uday,
first of all, getting a ownership itself is a
Right. Uday, essentially what he's saying here is that there is a group of 7 developers. All of them are partners and they have approached the society for redevelopment. So does it make sense?
But they are all tenants. They are all tenants.
Yeah.
So in case they are tenants, then they have to take what they get, because getting an ownership itself is a boon to them. But if there is an agreement already done with them, and if the developers are not delivering them, and if they have appointed the builders, because builder is appointed by landlord. So let us ask him whether he has got a registered agreement. If he has the registered agreement, then he has got a recourse to consumer court.
Right. Okay, Mahesh, so that's your answer. If you have a registered agreement, you can approach the consumer court in this regard. If you have any more doubts regarding this, do come back to us and we'll get you an answer. With that, I'm afraid it's a wrap on today's show, Property Hotline. We're completely out of time here, but we will get all those redevelopment queries answered in due course of time in the following weeks. We'll be back tomorrow, however, to answer all your tax-related queries with another expert. Uday, thank you so much for joining us on this special show.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And thank you all for joining in. Thank you for sending in all those questions. Like I said, we promise to answer each and every question that's come in. Till then, keep watching Magicbricks Now.